Where are you? What do you want?
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy?
Of course I do. Do you have one here?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
What about the Dragonborn?
What about? Wait, are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Is there any college business I can assist with?
If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations.
I'm ready for some adventure.
Well, all right, here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful.
What have you got for sale?
Assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something useful.
You take your work very seriously.
Of course I do. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. All right, then. You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. Disrupt my arcane. Now, do you require assistance?
Are there any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, immensely powerful. He holed himself up in... Since then, his writing... I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down,
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
It may prove useful to all. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking
Tell me more about the Elder Scrolls.
Or are you just someone's errand? I knew it. An Elder Scroll. To read an Elder Scroll, a person... Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price.
A price for what?
The simplest way to put it is, it's a reflection of all possible. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses, but at the same time, all of it is true. Even the falsehoods, especially
Who wrote the Elder Scrolls?
Falsehoods. It would take a month to explain. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and...
All right, so do you have one that I could use?
Some people who study them... you think that even if I did have... it would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
I need to find one and was told you could help.
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Are you here to check out a book? Talk to Master Groshub. The Arcanium is... The more delicate tomes are kept under lock and key, but you're welcome to browse the outer collection at your leisure. Master Groshub has a list of books. Talk to him if you want more information.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Make sure to put the books back in the right shelf.
Where are you? I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
What have you got for sale?
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right? Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection.
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
It's going to stay pristine. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking?
Of course
about?
I do. Do you have one
Or are you
here?
just someone's errand? You think it would be kept under the highest security?
I need to find one. I was
Greatest
told
thief
you
in
could
the world
help.
Wouldn't be able to lay a finger up. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies.
This is quite an impressive library.
We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Fight well.
Now, are you of the... I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely.
I believe I've made myself rather clear. Welcome to the college.
I was told to come see you.
Another new student. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, I'll give you a brief tour and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
I'd love to have a look around.
Wonderful. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside. as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know. Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things
Where
running.
can I learn new spells?
Well, Veralda can teach to... Finis is one of the... Don't let Tol... If you can... And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic.
Where are you? I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we
I'm looking
clear?
for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do
Of
even
course
know
I
what
do.
you're
Do you have one
asking
here?
about? Or you think that even if it would be kept under the highest security, the greatest thief in the world wouldn't
I
be
need to
able
find
lay a
one and was
finger
told you
on
could
it?
help.
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do it. I don't know. I'll bring... So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Fight. Hundreds of years have gone into a symbol.
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
It's going to stay pretty. And what do you plan to do with it?
Of course I do.
Even know
Do you
what
have one
you're
here?
asking about? You think it would be kept under the highest security?
Do you at least have any
Greatest
information
thief
on
in
them?
The world wouldn't be able to lay Of course, I'll bring everything. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Until next time. You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise you're
This
going to find
Ruminations
yourself
book is
in a lot of
incomprehensible.
pain. Aye, that's the work. He's the world's map. He's been gone for a long while.
Where did he go?
Too long. Somewhere. He said he found some... haven't heard from him since. I don't care if you wrote it yourself. If you want a book from here, you go through me. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
What's the hurry?
Welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
We've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
I think we should learn something practical.
Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all...
I don't know any ward spells.
That's all right. I can teach you a very... Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Hold still. Have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was...
What brings you to this remote place?
Maximal. The Elder Scroll gives insight. How long will it be sung?
I heard you know about Elder Scrolls.
The rock, but the Empire, they absconded with them. It licked the panes and smokes the glass.
I heard you know about Elder Scrolls.
The Empire, they absconded. I know of it, but I cannot go to it. Not poor Septimus, for I...
Are you all right?
I have arisen. Oh, I am well.
So where is the scroll?
Well, here as in this plane. On the cosmological scale. Well, it's all nearby.
Can you help me get the Elder Scroll or not?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give
What do you want?
But you must bring... You see this masterwork of the... Septimus is clever among... Lucky then they left behind in the depths of Black... Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon...
Where is this Black Reach?
Slept under deep, below the dark, the hidden key of Tand, the point... There, but not all can enter there. Only
How do I get in?
Knows the hidden key. 2 things I have. The round one for tuning. The edged lexicon for... Find Mazark and its sky dome. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
What do I do with this sphere?
The deepest doors of
What do I do with
Terra
this cube?
Listen for singing. To glimpse place the lexicon into their contraption and focus the knowings into it. When it brims with glow, bring it back, and Septimus can read once more.
Still here. Of course. Let's get going then. Of course. You lead, I'll follow.
all.